Digimon Story Time Stranger will win Game of the Year. Not really, but I'm very excited. Here's my biggest takeaways from today's State of Play. First one is going to be Digimon Story Time Stranger. I've been so incredibly excited for this game since it got revealed. If you listen to Gamesthetic, me and John have been raving about this and have been so pumped about it. Literally shot up to be like our second most anticipated game of the year behind Expedition 33. If you played the old Digimon story games and you love them, then you're going to absolutely love this game, especially since this one is fully built from the ground up for what we're seeing right now. While if you played, like, let's say the two Cyber games, you know, those were PS Vita games brought up to the Switch and brought up to the PS4, while this is an entirely new engine, and boy, does it show. We finally got a release date of October 3rd. That's super exciting. However, I won't get to play because I will be on my way to my honeymoon that day. Like, literally, that is the day me and my wife leave for our honeymoon. Is what it is. Gonna be playing it when I get back. Super excited. That game just looks incredible, top to bottom. 10 out of 10. Can't wait. Silent Hill F looked incredible, dude. Like, me and my wife both are actually really excited for this game. We got a release date of September, so that's actually super sick. This is gonna be a day one pickup. If you're into horror games, Silent Hill or anything, this game is going to be an absolute banger this year. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. Just looks so damn creepy, and I can't wait to get John's thoughts because John hates spooky games, so I can't wait to talk about it on Saturday and have him try to shut me up about it. But this game looks sick. Cannot wait for it. Next one is 007 First Light. Look, when we saw the announcement of IO Interactive making 007 game, we all immediately assumed, okay, they're gonna probably cook, and breaking news, they cooked. This game just looks incredible. The trailer looked great. I love how we got to see a nice blend of the cinematics it's going to bring to it, as well as some hints of gameplay throughout it. It looks fluid, which is no surprise for what this studio can bring to the table. This just looks awesome. Cannot wait for it. It's going to be a great pickup next year in 2026. Sword of the Sea is another one that stood out to me, coming out August 18th. This game just honestly looks really cool. Like, the visuals behind it just looks great. The fluid gameplay looks really nice as well. I mean, this is the studio that made the Pathless, and that's a pretty solid game in its own right, so I'm really not surprised that this looks as good as it does. But Sword of the Sea is one that I'm actually gonna probably keep on my radar in August and possibly check it out. Like, this game just looks like a lot of fun. Pragmata, one of the games that led off the show, honestly, this looks so sick and so good. Made in RE Engine, made by Capcom, and honestly, it shows. Like, everything that we got to see, the whole vibe of the game, a little bit of the gameplay, the kind of traversing of this action-adventure sci-fi game that we're doing, everything about it really stood out to me, and this is one that's going to stay on my radar and one that I'm really excited to see more on leading up to its release. This is probably going to be a day one pickup. Also, was that Troy Baker? I couldn't tell. It's kind of sounded like it. I'm just like, dude, this guy's in everything. I could be wrong if it was Troy. It just kind of sounded like Troy to me. But either way, the game looks really cool. This is one that's going to absolutely stay on my radar. Hey, shout out to Final Fantasy Tactics, man. I feel like it's been like talked about forever that there was going to be some sort of like remake, remaster, whatever, and now we finally have one, and it's going to feature the classic plus the new one. Like, that's sick, dude. Like, this is truly a classic, and the fact that it's going to finally get brought up for so many people to like enjoy in like this beautiful new style plus the classic style, like, chef's kiss. This is going to be great. This one's going to be an absolute banger when it drops. And then, of course, how can we not talk about the one that ended the show, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls? Look, I'm not a big fighting game fan. This is going to be one that I'm going to probably want to play, and I'm going to get brutally crushed in. I'm not good at fighting games. I'll be the first to tell you, but this is one that I'm going to, at least at the very, very least, I'm going to enjoy from afar. This is one that I'm actually so pumped to watch the competitive scene for and see how this thing plays out. Everything about this looks great. We had the big extended, dialogue about it, about how the game started and just the passion behind it and everything working up to build the game. So there's clearly a lot going into this, and there's very high expectations. And I actually think they're going to probably crush and hit all those expectations, because like everything they've done, the aesthetics they've done, the designs they've done for the characters, and to bring Marvel back up into that tag team like kind of fighting space, I think they've done a great job with this just off the first reveal, dude. Like, this looks great. Like I said, I'm not good at fighting games. Quite frankly, terrible, if I'm gonna be real with you, but I'm gonna at least enjoy this from afar. The competitive scene is gonna be incredible to watch. It's just one of those games for me. Are you kind of the same way? Like, do you enjoy fighting games from afar? Like, do you like just watching the competitive scene? I know, like, John and you know, Zach, they both love watching some competitive fighting games, even though like they don't always dive into them. I know Zach's always a big fighting game guy, but like they like watching it from afar. Are you kind of the same way, where it's like you just like seeing how the competitive scene plays out? That's how this game's going to be for me. But either way, we have another, you know, Marvel and Sony collab that happened here, so I'm kind of curious what else we got cooking, because I mean, we saw the news recently about Black Panther getting canceled, but EA said, oh well, we got 3 more Marvel games in the works. What else does Marvel Games have going on right now? I'm very curious how many projects we have going on for Marvel Games. This is a nice one to add to the list, though. Overall, really solid state of play. There was a lot of cool announcements, a lot of cool follow-ups for games, a lot of release dates, which we love over here, right? Like, we want to know when games are coming out. Don't just announce a game and like, oh, well, sometime. We like that we're getting release dates, so shout out to that. What was your thoughts on it? What stood out to you the most? What are you the most excited for out of this? Like I said, Digimon Time Stranger, for Digimon Story Time Stranger for me absolutely is #1. I love Digimon games. They're absolutely incredible. This one is the top of my list. I'm glad we got a release date, even though I will not get to play it for probably like 2 weeks after it comes out. Is what it is. Gonna try to actually avoid spoilers on this one, even though I love spoilers. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what stood out to you the most, and do all the normal things content creators say to do. Description below, you know, subscribe to the channel, blah blah blah. Me and the boys, we're gonna dive into this entire thing on Saturday with Gamesthetic. So if you want to come by and hang out with us, we go live about 6 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So can't wait to see you then, hopefully. And until next time, bye.